Anxiety is a symptom, not the problem. If you go in and talk to your doctor, excuse me, about having anxiety, generally, at no point would they ask you, why are you having anxiety? But I'm going to ask you, why would your mind be anxious? Your mind doesn't do anything unless it has a purpose and a reason. So the purpose of anxiety is a call to action. Your mind is getting you to be anxious because there's a concern. Most of the times, anxiety is the result of the fear of the future, fear of something coming up or what may come up. So let's look at that. Why would your mind be afraid of the future? Well, the reason it would be afraid of the future is probably because it has some experience with being hurt. Does that resonate with you? Think on that for a moment. Pause this if you're watching and note it down. So if you've had some experiences when things have gone wrong, or could have even been things that you were excited about. For example, you started a new relationship, a new job. Things start well, and let's say a situation occurs, maybe COVID hits, or some issue that you couldn't get past. Maybe you made an error in your work at your new job, or had an argument in that relationship, and things changed. Self-doubt creeps in. Blame and shame become a part of how you remember or feel about that experience. So the next time you're thinking, well, I want to do this again, I want to work again, I want to start another business or make my relationship better or go on to a new one, what do you think your mind is going to do? It's going to remember what happened previously, and it's going to keep bringing that memory of the danger to your attention. So if that reminder keeps coming up, can you see why your mind would get anxious? There's a really powerful lesson to learn here. And it's okay to remember some of the things because you can learn about yourself, about another, a new way to do or go about things. However, when it's dysregulated in your nervous system, it's a problem. And that's what these traumas, no matter how small, tend to do. They dysregulate the nervous system. So a lot of times people will say to me, well, whenever this happens, that triggers me. Now just think about that word trigger. It really sounds aggressive, negative. And I don't believe that your mind is aggressive. In actual fact, what it's happening is it's activating. So if you've had those experiences when things have gone wrong, it could have been things that you were expecting. Your nervous system is trying to bring you to some sort of action, to bring attention to something. Anxiety is all about bringing attention to something dangerous. But it gets exaggerated because of the way the mind, the emotions, and even the body hold on to how you experience that situation, how that situation took place. So if you lost your job, your relationship, maybe it created a lot of financial stress or discord, maybe you lost your home, all those things that happened to you. Those memories are now stored in high definition. They're very bright and very intense. Your subconscious mind, which is your survival brain, operates in the here and now, in the present. Everything for your subconscious is happening now. It's where the programs are running, telling you to breathe, how to move. Those programs are running in real time. They're seeing everything just like your computer does, runs programs in real time. It's also looking at memory in real time. If 95% of your mind is run by your subconscious and it's operating in real time, and it activates a memory from 5 years ago, 25 years ago, 2 years ago, and sees that memory in real time, in that high definition, when it is, the memories are running through, your subconscious actually thinks it's happening now. It's just like when you're watching a movie and you're on the edge of your seat. Your body does not know that this isn't happening in real time, that it's not real. So, doesn't it make sense that if your mind thought there was a threat, that it would activate and move you into some sort of action? But it's a glitch because it's not actually happening now. So, what can you do about making that error in your job 5 years ago? What can you do about it now? Nothing. But your mind doesn't know that it's seeing you make that error 5 years ago. So it's going to bring anxiety and fear in because your mind is looking at old information in real time. So another way to look at this is if you think about what you ate for dinner last night, just give it a thought for a second. If you think about that, what you're probably going to do is have to go into memory, and chances are you saw a picture of what you ate. Maybe you had fish and chips or whatever you had. And maybe you even saw where you were sitting eating it. That's how you stored the information about dinner last night. It wasn't threatening or upsetting, but it's stored as a fairly low resolution file. However, if that was a threatening event, something like the Boston Marathon bombing, that event is traumatic, disturbing, threatening. All of your senses would be heightened: sight, smell, hearing. So how's it going to record that in memory? Very high definition, because all the senses are alerted. Very high, as opposed to what you ate for dinner last night, which is low definition. So the low definition is not going to activate your nervous system, but the high definition is. So here's the thing. The reason my program has success is we move you to connect mind, body, and emotions, teaching you strategies that reconnect you to now, your mind to body, body to emotions, emotions to mind, so that all the intensity and brightness are placed appropriately. We're going to take that high definition and get it back to a low definition file. We're not going to get rid of the memory, but you get to use it as a tool, as a resource to protect you against making those mistakes again. But it's not going to activate your subconscious, your nervous system, and won't create the anxiety. If you want to know more how and if this can work for you, schedule your Pathway to Peace call with me. I'm going to place the link in the comment, and I look forward to connecting with you.